Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports, and this is a first for me. This is a mini-sode of Through the Mails. And you're asking me, well, what's a mini-sode? Well, I wanted to celebrate my 100th Through the Mail Thursday episode this upcoming week. And I've had this envelope in my possession since about July of this past year, 2019. And I was trying to figure out the right way to present this to the YouTube community. Now, I'm just going to jump right into this and say if this is legitimate, this is by far one of the longest waits I've ever had through the mail. And number two, this is one of the strangest returns that I've ever gotten through the mail if it's not a legitimate autograph, meaning it's a fake autograph. So with that being said, I'm going to show you the envelope without showing my address. This letter was returned to my parents' address because when I sent this request, when I was still in college and didn't have a permanent home, so to speak, and it was sent out through the mail in hopes that I'd get a return, and it came back in July of 2019. Alright, so I'm going to show this to you with covering up my address on both parts of the envelope. There was actually a return written address on this envelope, and what I want to show you is this is a 37-cent stamp. 37 cents. 37-cent stamps only lasted from the years 2002 to 2005 before postage rates went up, up to whatever, 41 cents or whatever it was. I don't have that in front of me, but I looked it up the other day and I'm like, I'm trying to gauge what year this was. Well, it makes sense, but if you look closer on there, you can see that it was postmarked in 2019 from Philadelphia, PA, and you see the 2019 postmark on there and the 37-cent stamp. Now here's the strange thing. It came back to me with no postage due. I don't know if it was because I received so many through the mail requests back, at my parents' house. I still get them there to this day, that it was returned without any postage due. Everybody knows that it's a 55-cent stamp now, and that's not a forever stamp. So maybe the postal system just recognized that it was a forever stamp, even though it really wasn't. So why is this a mystery? Why did this take 15 years almost to make it back to me in my possession? Well, here's who it is, guys. And I'll give you the background on this. It is a return from Hall of Famer Mike Schmidt. Yes, Mike Schmidt, the Hall of Famer. Now, here's what I'm posing to the YouTube community. If this isn't real, why would somebody wait 15 years to mail it back to me with a forged autograph? Well, how do I know it was 15 years? Well, here's where I sent it. And I remember specifically doing this. That's how good my memory is, I guess you would say, even though it's been almost 15 years. The one and lone season that Mike Schmidt coached in the Florida State League was with the Clearwater Phillies in 2004. On a hunch, I just simply stuck this one card in the mail, sent it care of the Clearwater Phillies, care of their stadium, in hopes that maybe Mr. Schmidt might sign his mail. Of course, I wrote a handwritten letter. The letter wasn't in the envelope. Actually, this was the only thing in the envelope. There was no protection. There was no anything on that envelope. And I was like, what is this? When I saw the 30-cent stamp, I'm like, this is unreal. So, I don't know, guys. This is the Minisode. Real or fake? What do you think? I don't have any Mike Schmidt autographs on cards. as you can see from the signature, and I'll try to zoom in the best I can here, but the signature is kind of scrunched, you know, like, so it's not the full size signature that you get Schmidt on typically on a baseball or 8x10 or whatever. So I don't know, guys. And I thought no other way to share this other than saying that I sent this request in 2004 and I got it back in 2019. I've been collecting autographs for a long time. I am in no way telling you to send Mike Schmidt some autograph requests because I don't know if he signs his mail. I've never seen a success recently, and I didn't even count this as a success. I would say this was a shot in the dark, so to speak, when he was managing the 1 year that he did, and I just stuck a cheap 87 Topps in the mail saying, well, if he signs, great. If not, I'm not losing much of a card, and I'm out 37 cents two ways. You know, less than $1 at the time. What do you guys think? Strange, isn't it? So, this is one of the weirdest videos I guess I've ever shot for Through the Mails, and this has to be a record for me on my longest return if this is actually a legit autograph of his. But I go back to, why would somebody wait 15 years to send back a fake autograph? Why would somebody even bother with that? Why wouldn't you just throw it in the trash can or not even send it back at all? So, I guess the moral of the minisode is never write anything off. You never know what you might get back in the mail. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll look forward to your comments below. Happy collecting.